Okay, so get this. You got your camera, you got your confidence. You kind of know what it is that you're going to say because you're about to start making content to build or grow your personal brand. The only problem is whatever you post just doesn't seem to cut through the noise. And you keep hearing people say you got to have a great hook. The only problem is you never hear anybody say how to actually make. Well, that changes today because I'm somebody who studies this game incessantly. I'm talking countless hours of just collecting data of some of the top performing hooks across various niches. And I've also created some hooks that allow both me and my clients to grow tens of thousands of followers with a single post. And so what I'm about to give you is a brief overview. It's like my checklist of the top 10 things that I look for when I'm creating a hook. Now, I look at these things like spices for making a great meal. Maybe you want to substitute the adobo for some lemon pepper. Regardless of your style of seasoning, what I'm going to give you is not just the things I look for, but also why they work. This way you can decide which ones might work for you in your content. And so without further ado, let's just jump into my 10-part hook point strategy. My 10-part kind of framework or structure that I use to qualify and create my hooks, right? Number 1, short and simple. Every time you write, see if you can say it with less words without losing its meaning. Make it as easy to understand as possible. Number 2, make it feel personal. Try to use the word you. Try to make your tone conversational, like you're speaking to a relative or a friend. You want to be creating with a one-to-one framework, right? Make it very singular and personal. Number 3, try to have some shock value. This could be your volume, like you could start with a whisper, right? This could be the tone or the words. Sometimes I cuss, I can't help it, that's just who I am, and I'll leave that stuff in there. Or it could be, the actual visual hook that you use. But try to have some sort of a shock value there. Something that is surprising a bit. Try to open curiosity, all right? Ask a question. It might be rhetorical. Maybe only you know the answer, right? Perfect example of this was, who the F did I marry? We don't know, but now I'm curious, right? That's a great hook. Make a promise. Tell people what they can expect from watching this or engaging with this piece of content, what they'll get out of this, right? For me, it might look like this is going to put you ahead of everybody creating content. Boom, that's a hook that makes a promise, right? Assume the audience's intelligence, right? The reason why you want to do this is because if they don't know something or they are unaware, this is 2 parts. Number 1, they're either going to ask, right? And that gets you more engagement. Or number 2, you know that they are not qualified to actually use your services, right? A lot of people think that we're trying to create hooks that only get attention. You're also trying to do hooks that create affinity. And so you need to make sure that you're creating a fence around your audience. And you might want to say some things that only this group of people understand and know, right? And so you want to assume the audience's intelligence, right? Or you could just say something that has an assumptive tone. For me, sometimes I'm like, now I'm sure you know, right? And then I still might insert this thing, but I'm assuming your intelligence by saying that. Next up, spark controversy, right? Say something that's controversial. Say something that is like, look, I don't know what's going on with the Democrats or the Republicans, but, right? Controversy, right there, boom. I don't know why black people is all like this, but only say that if you're black, by the way. But these are things that are going to be controversial and it's going to be a great hook. All right. Offer novelty, right? That just means something new, right? And for me, it looks like I was 8 years old when I learned this, right? It's a great piece of novelty. Start a story. All right. Hey, you might want to go grab a drink. I'm about to tell you something. It's crazy how these hairdressers in Atlanta got these rules. Let me tell you what happened to me. Not that I got that much hair, but I'm just saying that's recently one that I saw. Tell people what's coming, right? Give them a reason to hold on. right? Maybe you show them something and you're like, this will make sense by the time that I finish, right? Or if you're starting a story, right? I have one that says like, I accidentally stole Rick Ross's glasses, right? And then I go through the story. So you know that by the end of this, you'll understand what happened, how I got there, and how I got the glasses. Hey, listen, if you got this far in the video, then I hope you've gotten some value from it, but I do want you to know that this video is just a small section from a much larger video about using social media to build and grow personal brands. And so if that's something that's interesting to you, that video should be right somewhere. I'm gonna figure it out.